My name is Chris. I lost my mom on October the 8th, 2022. After mom passed away, I found myself alone. My mom wasn't just my mom, she was my best friend. My mom's care coordinator sent a referral to Carol Latour to get me started on grief counseling. When I first started the grief counseling, I wasn't really sure what to expect. My first meeting with Carol, it was over Zoom, and it was actually fantastic and just focused on me, how I was feeling, what was I doing with my day, how I was dealing with the grief. She was very patient and very understanding. She taught me a lot about grief and the grief process. At first, I was a little bit weary. I really didn't want to see anybody, but Carol convinced me that the group would be helpful. And I have found it quite helpful. It's just basically a group of people that have experienced loss, whether it be a husband, wife, other family member, or even a close friend. Again, it's totally non-judgmental. You get to share your feelings openly. And the thing that I found most helpful was knowing that I'm not alone in the way that I feel. It's nice to share the experiences. And there's been a couple of times where I've had, a particularly hard week, and I mention it in group, and somebody else is going through the same kind of thing. It's nice to hear them share their story. And then other people that have gone through it, they'll kind of give suggestions maybe on how to move forward through it. But it's nice, and every week it's familiar faces, so it's comforting. Basically, I meet with her on a weekly basis, and she asks me, what are you doing this week? What are your plans going forward? At times she asks if I'm eating well, just to make sure that Chris is taking care of Chris. When you get into the fog of grief, sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. And you need that weekly reminder to say, hey, you know what? You told me last week that you were going to do this. Are you still going to do that? In a very non-judgmental, kind of innocent kind of way. If anybody ever asks me, what's grief like? It is a journey. Having both Carol and Freedom, as well as the group, kept me focused on where I needed to be in my head. Even knowing that I had a meeting once a week with somebody that was available for me to talk to with no judgment. They were there to help me, and that was their one and only goal, was to help me. And that's what helped me the most.